France are a team on the cusp, on the verge of progressing to the knockout stages. All they need here is a point, a mission which you would certainly consider to be well within them. Their supporters certainly believe that. They're out in great force, and are they to get their wish? Well, one suspects strongly that they will. Optimism pervades the place. Stadio Olimpico, a venue that has an old-school feel about it. We stand for the national anthem of France. They have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem, now to match it. So the first box is more or less ticked. It is a time to concentrate on what happens next.
Well, when you consider, Peter, how hard they've worked to be on the threshold of the next phase, they ought to be thoroughly focused and determined to wrap it up now. If their attitude and application remains as it's been through the group, then they should be fine. But if they suffer a moment's hesitation or doubt, as we've seen in the past, it could prove very costly.
And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. He's looked long this time. And he's there to clear it.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And here's Matuidi. He's gone for it! Goal! France!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
France have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
He's in, surely! João Moutinho.
Portugal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Going for goal! Ricardo Pereira can get it clear. The counter is on for Portugal. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Mbappe, who has made his impact already. Away from immediate danger. Dashing forward at pace. Griezmann. It's Griezmann! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage. Giroud is an obvious threat from set pieces. He needs special attention to stop him making a run.
Ronaldo with good energy in defence as well.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Guerrero goes looking. João Moutinho goes long. Goes for goal! Matuidi. Mbappe gets wrestled off the ball. Hoists it forward. Gets the better of his man. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Guerrero pings it out wide. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Giroud. Matuidi spreads it towards the left. Gets away from his opponents. Goes for goal! It's come back out! In it goes! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Griezmann did well there. He was onto it in a trice.
Well, look, regardless of whether the keeper could have done better or not, Peter, that was all down to the excellent movement in getting into the right position to apply the final touch.
France take a two-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised.
Tolisso with a definite foul there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Andre Silva, shapes to shoot! Matuidi. And the half-time whistle goes. We can review the first half.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Push. Just 45 minutes from now, we will know who goes through from this group. No changes at the interval from either side. And a shot! But oh, he's got that completely wrong. And it's played forward. Guerrero. And it's Mario Rui. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rafael Varane. Pogba. Pogba takes control of it and he's on the move. Cristiano Ronaldo. There's a long ball. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Ruben Neves. João Moutinho. France in a very solid position, 2 to the good.
Andre Silva really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
João Moutinho. Font positions himself well and cuts it out. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
That's a decent ball. Guerrero. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Substitution for Portugal. Number 19. Coming on to replace him.
And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
And it only took a little drop of the shoulder to send the keeper completely the wrong way. Didn't he take it well?
Portugal get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
He's found his man, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
No, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Forward it goes. And it's Varane. Oh, too much weight on that. So there's going to be another change here.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 15. Coming on the field is number 3.
João Cancelo. João Cancelo clips one through, looking for space out wide.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 8.
Portugal making consecutive changes here.
Number 16.
Tolisso. They just need to avoid defeat. It would mean so much to them. And it's Mandy. Well, this lead is tight, but it does look as though it may see them through. France have their place in the knockout stage all but secure. Defenders on the back foot. Bernardo Silva.
Portugal are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
And it's Mondi. Now it's Matuidi.
France can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
France just have to run down the clock. Mbappe. Matuidi. It's a brilliant intercept. Shot at goal! And that may well be that. That is that. France have booked their berth in the knockout stage. What a prospect for them. A job really well done so far. And in the end, they have strolled through comfortably. Unbeaten, 7 points from 9. And they are gathering momentum into the knockout stage. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, not as smooth as they would have preferred, but they're through, and that's the bit that matters most.